Jimmy Garoppolo has had quite a stretch the last 4 games. He's won 3 games. His numbers are terrific. His passer rating has been over 100 4 games in a row. He's one of the highest rated quarterbacks in the league the last 4 games. How well is he playing? Because I'm starting to hear people say like he's the best quarterback in the league right now, and the Niners are going to get a first-round pick for him next year, or he's just their franchise quarterback. I mean, are we going too far here?
Yeah, what's interesting about him is that I started to look how many games has he played well where they're behind, and they're behind versus with the Bears, but that's the Bears.
Yeah.
All the other games they're ahead.
Yeah.
And so he's winning with a running. He's playing well, but he's got a running game. The Niners are running the football, and he's not being asked to do difficult things. They aren't putting it on his shoulders. So Jimmy is what you. This is when Jimmy plays at his peak. This is what you get from him. A quarterback that can make he can make nice throws over the middle. Still has difficulty throwing outside. And when you couple that with a run game, he can be effective. But I mean, it's not like he's going for 304 touchdowns or
No. They're at their best. The 49ers are at their best when he's throwing for 180 yards. And he's thrown for less than 200 yards 5 times this season, which is fine. I mean, he's an efficient quarterback, and the Niners' formula is to run the ball a lot and then him to make a few third down conversions with his arm and not turn the ball over. And that's it. They do well with that. But it doesn't mean they have to start saying that he's like a great quarterback, or that the Niners should have been looking to replace him, or that they're going to get a first-round pick for him, or that he's worth the money. I mean, none of that is true. Here's the thing that I see with Jimmy Garoppolo. He's doing well with what he does, but I still think he's afraid to throw deep. How many times has he pulled the trigger on passes down the field this year? 2 times?
Yeah.
Debo in Detroit, Debo in Chicago. I mean, he had a deep shot against – who was it? They were winning the Rams. Sherfield. It was wide open. And he's like, nope. I think he's still a little mentally scarred from missing Sanders in the Super Bowl. And now he just doesn't throw that pass anymore, which is you're only going to go so far. Like now they're facing a quarterback who's a lot like Jimmy in terms of efficiency, but he'll throw it deep. And that's why I'd rather have Kirk Cousins than Jimmy, even though Jimmy's very efficient the last 4 weeks.
I think he knows his limits, and he knows what he can do, what he can't do. Yeah. I mean, could Jimmy throw deep? Yeah, he could, but it's not.
Yeah, he could.
It's not his forte. It's not not his strength. So like, why? And I think that's probably what he's coached up to do. Like, Jimmy, don't push it. Don't try to be something.
No. He called that shot play. Kyle called that shot play saying, pull the freaking trigger. And I'm just saying. He only pulls the trigger if it's like his career is on the line. He pulled it against Chicago because they were about to go into halftime with 3 points, and who knows what would have happened at that point. He's got PTSD from the Super Bowl. You can't tell me differently. I'm not trying to convince you, but you can't tell me. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. PTSD.
To me, I feel like if Jimmy's taking shots down the field, then what's going to happen? You're going to get similar things that are going to happen like in Green Bay, where it's going to loft up there because it doesn't have arm strength, and the corner's going to be able to break on it, and you're going to get an interception.
Yeah. So 3 shots. He's taking 3 shots. There was that one. So so hold on. Let's say he can keep this going. 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 73% completions for the remainder of the season with a couple hiccups here and there. Makes the playoffs. Loses in the first round. Can the Niners get a first-round pick for him?
I don't think so.
Can they get a second-round pick for him?
I
don't think so.
Maybe
like a third.
If they were going to get a second-round pick, they would have to eat some of that contract. I think no one's gonna give up a second and take that contract.
Right, but again, like you're trading a second-round pick for the right to give Jimmy Garoppolo an extension. Guess. I think that's a third. I think that's a conditional third. What Jimmy best case is he's going to do is either he's going to bring back that conditional third you sent in that package for Trey Lance, but if he plays well enough where he's got like 105 quarterback rating and they make the playoffs,
well,
I don't see him going anywhere.
He's got to play well enough, and he's got to stay healthy, because that's the big one.
True.
Of the big
He's got to make it past Seattle, because the last 2 times he's played Seattle, he's gotten hurt.
Yeah.
Jimmy lowers our ceiling. Should use his money next year to extend Debo, Bosa, re-sign Verrett, and have Verrett rehab with Bosa in this offseason. No, he absolutely lowers the ceiling. I think Kirk Cousins does the same thing with the Vikings. The Niners and Vikings are really similar. They're solid teams that way overpay for mid-tier quarterback play, and this is what you get.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to say Kirk Cousins is overpaid, but he's better than Garoppolo, in my opinion.
Kirk Cousins gets like $35 million. I think Kirk Cousins gets more than Jimmy.
The problem with Cousins is it's also guaranteed, so you can't.